Hello and welcome. Yig here. We are looking at Letifer today. Letifer. I'm going to go with that. This is a roguelite survivor style game that just came out in, hold on one second, early access, like yesterday. It's on the 17th. So yesterday when this is getting recorded, something like that. So if you wanted to get this, if you like the gameplay you see here, there'll be a link to the Steam page in the description. And if you want to help the channel grow, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. All right, jumping in. We actually have we do have a little bit of meta progression to go over, but it's not too much, so it's not going to be too bad. Now, you've got two basic chunks. You've got a skill tree for your drone, which as you can see, I've actually done quite a bit of. And then you have a skill tree for yourself, which I am not quite as deep into, but have done quite a bit. This, again, it just came out in early access, so there's good amounts of progress, but there's not a huge amount. Then over here, we have another thing, which basically gives you one run. So you can unlock these permanently, and then when you run, I think if you die, they break. So this is where you're sort of permanent sync for your currency. So if we go ahead and repair it. So now we can use this on the next mission, or I can deactivate it and save it. We'll go ahead and use it though. So, and the final piece of progression that is currently in here is you have a number of weapons that can be unlocked. They cost currency. This currency is the rare one. This is the one that you get for beating things the first time. And I'll show you what those are here in just a second. But yeah, there's a decent amount for early access start, which is very good. All right, jumping in here, we're going right in. There's the difficulty level, which is kind of funny because you actually start on like, oh, what? There's a easier one? No, wait, this is the easy one. So we're going to go there, actually. We're going to go on this very first one. And these, each time you beat these, and you see that little gold symbol, that's when you've gotten those materials from them. So I still have some materials here, and I still have some materials here. These two I just haven't managed to beat yet, so still working on that. We're going to go here because it's kind of easy and it kind of give you an idea of what's going on. We could do this one. Yeah, let's try this one. If it's too short, then the video would be really short. But if it's too short, we can always do another one. We'll go with this because you can kind of see the idea. Oh, no. Let's just go with it. We'll go with the 6. 6 beacons is, you'll see. Well, the beacons are how many interactions you have to have with basically little symbols for this. So here's your drone companion. He gets an upgrade that gives him a little spotlight around him, as you can see. When you are in that spotlight, you can get it to the point where your damage is upgraded. This has, you can toggle on and off on the aiming, and you can go in the menu and actually turn on auto fire as well under accessibility. Which right now I did have it on because I was trying some things out. All right, let's see. Now, most of these things will actually have like a final upgrade. If you see this little skull here, then that's kind of a special upgrade. So you see like this has it. This one does. These all do. Okay, so you can see that. All right, let's see. What do we want here? We're going to go with the decoy because that thing like attracts attention and is great for specifically that. We'll do mostly rapid choices. Now, the other thing you can do with your drone is you can actually tell it to mine areas or cut down trees, which we will do in just a second. And that's part of where you get some of your meta currency from. So the beginning of this, we have this crossbow that we're using right now. So right now the beginning of this is really easy because this crossbow comes out of the gate doing a lot of damage. I don't know. I'm torn between which one I would say is a better investment. We're going to grab that. Magazine size, reload. I don't know how much magazine size affects our crossbow, though. We already have plenty of piercing. We have 3 by default with it, so really what we need is that. It holds 4 arrows. It's box fed. So yeah, you can sit there and you can gather materials, and you need to for your meta progression. And he can do that, but he can't fight while he's doing that. And if you look down in the lower left corner, you will see a thing that says Q. What that means is when we hit Q, he is going to come over here and do his ultimate. We're going to try and stretch his ultimate out just a little bit more than that. That's tempting. Because that makes his grenade. He does a grenade thing, too, that also lights up an area and gives you damage amplification. And it gets pretty beefy. Alright, vampirism, very good. Vampirism is really kind of what we... one of the many things we want. This is another damage boost. Okay, let's just try one more. Well, I was hoping. Alright, let's go with this because that's going to crank him up. He's going to be able to do a lot more damage each time we use him like that. So yeah, it's got some pretty neat stuff. I've only been a couple hours into it, and a lot of that was farming for very specific things. So it was like, so I couldn't tell you how hard the... oh yeah, do extra damage, that'll work. Couldn't tell you how hard the progression system is, other than I feel it's pretty comfortable speed. It's going up. My progress, maybe not, but on the plus side, for those who are returning, I did get more sleep yesterday. I did manage to actually get almost 6 hours of sleep. So I think I'm heading the right way with that. I mean, I kind of want to say 6 hours of sleep. Now I'm thinking about it. I think I only got about 5.5. That's close. It's close enough, right? But yeah, so I am feeling a little better. And again, I'm gonna be like, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna be... there we go. When you activate these, real quick, before I continue the story of my medical woes, when you activate that, it forms this cage around you, and you can do that. We're gonna keep dishing into reload because this thing does have quite a hefty reload, but we do want some damage too. Penetration in this game is really good. When you're using like all of this, the other standard weapons that don't come with it, I highly recommend it because you're gonna have hordes by you, and if one shot can take out or damage 2 or 3 people, it's going to make a big difference for you. Like a huge difference. Oh, drone could be going crazy here. Duration. Dummy duration. But I want my damage, so yeah. So the idea of this for each ritual is this is what you do. You do these couple rituals, and then you are good. And art style's pretty good. It's pixel art. Pretty crisp, clean pixel art. I actually, one thing is if you want to notice something on that, well, we have that paused here, is like if you look here with the way the outline is and everything like that, you can see the touches where they actually put a little bit of attention to it because they kind of do it almost, they're doing the black outline almost like you would do a white halo glow. So you have sections that it occludes and things like that and doesn't show from certain angles. Just an interesting aside. Like, I like little details like that. They make me laugh. I tried the, there's a dash upgrade one in here that basically turns your dash into a weapon. I tried that a couple playthroughs, like 2 playthroughs ago, and it worked surprisingly well. All right. Now these stones, these are kind of the important ones to gather because they're the ones that upgrade your drone. That's also why I have my drone like super upgraded. I haven't found a lot to do with the wood yet. All right, I think we want... The final level on this one is pretty funny because occasionally it just sends out like a wave of damage. Just, yep, here you go, guys. Just a wave of damage. We can actually damage these rocks with our gun, but we do not cleave through it nearly as fast as he does. Oh, those guys are the alarming ones, by the way. There's a couple guys in here that are going to catch you off guard, like the first time you play if you pick this up. It's going to be the gold zombies because their lunge forward is deceptively long and fast. And then it's going to be these purple guys because you can kind of only just barely pick them out of a crowd. All right, we're already on 3rd level of that. It's worth it. Reload cuts you. That reload upgrade, I will fully say, okay, where's our... yeah, we got ourselves a new thing. All right, no. I think I'll keep that. I think we'll go ahead and do that. All right, where's our little arrow at? And there it is. Let's go finish that next ritual. Ooh. Look at all that healing. There was so much. Okay, let's get his guiding light damage up there a little bit higher. Oh, that's going to be great. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because look, we're going to be stuck in an area where basically we're going to be able to chill with our drone for most of the time. So if we're there, that's doing 49, 98. There was a 247 on there. Oh, did I do that? I don't think I did that. I think he did it. We're just going to wreck this little section right here. That was a big hit. I'm not sure if I did that. I feel like I might not have. Alright, now we gotta wait for our next phase. So basically, you just get a little defend area every once in a while, which towards the end of the waves, like right now it doesn't look that bad, but towards the end of the waves, like that little box is filled with monsters. It gets a lot more. You start realizing the size of that box real fast. Let's put it that way. Let's up our vampirism chance. Now, vampirism in this game actually works kind of in an interesting way. So you're not going to get damage. You're not going to get life directly back. But what you do get is... Let's go wander down here and see if we have any. Yeah, there we go. You do get these little green vessels. Blood vessels. And those little green blood vessels, like these. Ow. They heal you. And that is what your vampirism produces out on a percent chance. And they heal you for 2 points each. Which is pretty okay, I'd say. I haven't managed to top this one out. Either I did one. I can't remember. I'm going to grab this, though. Because his duration on his Q is so good. That Q is just crazy good. Alright, those guys explode. Now, that's one thing I will say, that sometimes these gold guys and the exploders, they can get a little hard to see sometimes. It's kind of a pain. Ooh, look at us go. We got a lot of XP. What did we pick up? Plus 50% damage reduction while we're in range of it. Okay, so if we're in our B, if we're here, we actually get damage reduction in it. Nice. Ow. That does not give me a reason to eat damage like that. Not even a little. Okay, we got our quest coming up. Where is it? It's over here. Let's just jump over here. So yeah, see these little green things? Those are them. Those are healing veins, and they heal you for 2 a pop, which doesn't seem like a lot, but once you get like your percentage up there again, just through meta progression, you can have it up to 3%, and you kill a lot of dudes in here. So you're still gonna get a lot of them, but when you start upgrading it in here, I think you can get it up to like 7 or 8%. So you end up with a ton of them. I think this might be my favorite weapon so far. The shotgun was pretty okay. Gun range, that's kind of tempting. Then we can crank him up for the second spot. That increases our fire rate, though. And our fire rate could definitely stand some increasing. Alright, so let's do that. Okay, let's get him. Yeah, you see these little red zombies around here somewhere. I've seen a couple of them explode. There was one right there next to the thing. They're your exploders. All right, and your dashes are kind of interesting. This is another one of the mechanics I actually really had some interesting time with. The dashes can be done as a one singular long dash. It's more of a charge bar than yeah, let's do that. It's more of a charge bar than an actual dash charges, although they are calculated as charges in upgrades and stuff. It's kind of an interesting way to do it, because you literally can just truck off and use like all 3 charges in one thing. So it kind of extends the duration, or you can, for each one, you can spend 1. Alright, 37 seconds. Oof. I think I've seen 2 magnets in about 4 or 5 hours of gameplay, so they're pretty rare. But I think we go this one. But the upgrade actually has a feature that makes it. Okay, we got 16 seconds. I'll take that. Let's do this. We don't have anybody on us right at the moment, so having him do his little thing can help us get some life back. Alright, yeah, it did. There we go. Look at us go. And we leveled. Nice. All right. So, yeah. As you can tell by the sound of my voice, I'm not all the way back yet. I'm still pretty tired, but it is a lot better. I'm still like, oh man, let me tell you. I'm trying to remember the game I was playing earlier, but it's like a reflex game. Like something I can't remember what it was now. It was something and Battlefield, and both of them were just. Yeah, see, when you sometimes they do have a negative though, like minus 50% health for me for as much as I get doing. Yeah, that's probably not a good trade-off. This decoy though. We could always make it longer. Ooh, light the beacon. Okay, where's our beacon? There it is. Oh, I was already headed up there. I just got distracted. Yeah. So I went to set the doctor's appointment that I said I was going to set in the last episode, and I use Teledoc because I don't leave the house very much, and it can be kind of hard for me to get to places. So I've been trying to use Teledoc, and their system was so jacked up. Like, it was amazing how messed up their system was. Their system was so messed up. It couldn't even serve a single web page. And I'm just like, what is this nonsense? Oh, man. So, yeah. So, I got to actually now go back tomorrow. I'm going to give it a try again. But, yeah. That was not something I wanted to... yeah, let's do that, because he's got more assault duration, and his assault duration really helps us clean these points. Yeah, look at that. Everything goes down fairly quick. Yay, there we go. Okay, now let's go get all that XP. All right. I wonder if I have the sound. This is going to be one of those videos with weird sound, because I think I turned the sound down really low earlier. All right. Sorry. I'm getting distracted. I'm easily distracted. Okay, there we go. I don't know how many that's been. This bow is clean in house, though, man. Phew, this is a much more rough level with the little pistol you start with. I wonder if that thing. I wonder how that's balanced. I wonder if that thing has like a little bit better like overall like upgrades or something. You know, given that it's like slightly less. It's a lot less damage. I'll say that. It's like significantly less damage. Exploding, sure. Oh, ow. I just got exploded too. Guess turnabout is fair play. Oh, okay. There we go. We don't have too much. Ooh. Oh, did we get... What did we... I think we got a syringe in the middle of that mass of mobs. Oh, no, not liking that one. Let's just keep going with this grenade amplification. It seems like pretty fun stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got hit by a syringe in the middle of that thing and hit by like 3 guys at the same time. So we came out with like a little bit less life. Oh, nope, that was the syringe. It was on the floor. We left it on the floor. Oh, it's that 50% max hit points. I can't do it, man. All right, there we go. Yeah, you end up doing a lot of healing with those worms. Veins, worms. Not the same, but they could possibly look the same depending on how badly preserved the corpse is. Alright, light the beacon. There we go. Let's get down there. See if we can't. Oof. Sorry. Take me 1 second on that. I had an alarm going off. Needed to poke at. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of interesting the way they do their round mechanics. I like the little rituals and phases here. I think I've seen something similar in a different game, but I can't remember what game it was. Ow! That man hurt. significantly. Oh, I think our crossbow's starting to run out of oomph. It doesn't have enough damage. All right, okay, and we can get out with that. There's some midway bosses, but I think they're all based on timers, which is interesting because it kind of gets you to the point where you can. Yeah, we'll take that. Fragmentation bullets are pretty nice in this game. But yeah, I wonder if the bosses seem to be timer based, so it's almost like the faster you pull through here, the easier it will actually be. Survive for 18 seconds. 1 minute and 15 seconds. Must have been 1 minute 18 and just I read it. Okay, now we're actually getting some decent. Oh, yeah. Those guys are bad news, and there's a whole field of them over there. We do not wish to be involved in this. Okay, there we go. Now we're starting to get back there in life again. Phew, that was close. A few more things like that, and we would have been... We were really only 1 or 2 hits away from dying. Because it's fast in this game. Like, usually when I die, I go from, like, alive to dead without even, like, a moment to recognize what's happening. It's usually towards the end when they actually hit harder, and there's a lot more of them and everything else. There's some more life. This life support one is kind of funny because the very last one gives you a bubble shield that prevents you from needing life. You know. We'll probably do that. Ooh, man, yeah, that bow is just... That crossbow is just doing amazing. Even towards these later waves, it's still holding up. It's not one-shotting them nearly as much, but... Considering how many hit points they've got right now, I'd say that's probably a good thing. Alright, where's my next one? Over here. Light the beacon. Beacon is lit. Alright, so now we just have to stay alive in here. Yeah, so I was so annoyed when I found that. I was like, what? Okay. Oh, that'll work. We get all our rerolls back. That's kind of handy. Those do actually come up more than a little bit, too. So they're like, ooh, ow, ooh. That was my fault. I was paying attention to the UI and not the screen. Alright. I think there's an upgrade I can get that puts an ammo counter. I thought it said next to my cursor. I think that's one of the ones I'm going to need to grab, because I think that would actually be pretty good. You know what? We'll do that. Alright, now everybody goes away for a brief moment. Oh man, that thing is chunking him down. Jiminy Christmas. Oh. Alert. We were on the wrong side of that. Oh yeah, this is probably gonna be the smoothest win I've had. That crossbow. It is responsible. It does good. That crossbow is really nice. Oh. Interesting. It still gave me one of those. So I wonder if maybe there's buttons. Oh, I got an achievement for... Hey, we can check on to see if those F keys break. So let's go check. I think it stayed alive because I stayed alive. So if we look, yeah, it did. So we could actually just deactivate this if we wanted. So we could save it for the ones that we need it for. That's probably most of what made it really easy for us. So yeah, we actually ended up making a decent of everything. And it gave us one of these too, which means we probably can unlock another weapon. Let's do that, and then we'll get out of here. What do you got here? 1,000. We got that. 200. Oh yeah, easy. All right. I think we might stay with the crossbow for now, though. After I get done rendering this, I'll be back in here playing a little bit more. All right. Yeah, this is pretty fun. Letifer, if I remember correctly, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Real quick, I wanted to check, and I did, and it was a $3.99 game. It even has a discount for being just out. I think it's $3.99 and... All right, I just double checked, just make sure, Yeah, it was $3.99 and on sale. So this has been Letifer. If you like this, again, there's a link to the Steam page in the description. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you come back for the next one. And most of all, as always, I hope you have a great day.